This boat cost 80 cents and I'm gonna test if it can float. I'll also be testing other LEGO boats, including the most expensive boat LEGO has ever made. And loads more, like a giant Technic boat with working parts. So let's start with the cheapest boat I could find. This little brown boat is made of just one piece and is worth 80 cents. And here's Pirate Pete to test it in the water. Let's go. Okay, here we are at the water. Time to put the boat in. Hey, it floats. It's tipping a little, but it's okay. What if I add a little coin? Will it float then? Oh, it flips. Oh well. Here's the next one we're gonna be testing, but this is not actually LEGO. It's my YouTube subscriber award. Wow, thanks to all you guys, the Broke channel has passed 100,000 subscribers. So of course you know what I have to do. I'm gonna test if this award floats. I cannot wait to see whether it'll sink. Okay, let's do this. I'll carefully lower it in. And hey, what do you know? The YouTube award actually floats. I'm so happy I finally got this so we could find out that it does float. Oh wait, something's happening. Oh no, it's going under. No! The award sank to the bottom. It was so close. That was a crazy test. So subscribe so we can get to 1 million, and then YouTube will send me the golden award. I can't wait to see if that one will float. Okay, everybody subscribe so we can test the golden award. I wonder if it'll sink. Next up we got this $15 Technic boat. And this one has wheels, which means it can drive on land. But can it drive in the water? Looking at these holes in the bottom, I'm not very hopeful. Well, I'm gonna test it anyway. How am I gonna make this work? I'll give it a little push. Well, the push didn't help. It's nearly completely submerged. Let's move Pirate Pete to the only area above water. It tipped! Man overboard! And the boat flipped around too. He can only sit on the bottom of the boat. This is a failure. Moving on to a $20 red boat. This is the first one that doesn't actually fit a minifigure. The boat is micro scale, so a guy can't fit in here. But Pirate Pete still has to test it, so we're gonna put him in anyway. It's gonna be a tight fit. By the way, this piece is weird. LEGO stopped making this piece transparent 60 years ago, so it's pretty cool to see such an old piece here. And this weight piece will keep it stable. Time for the test. And off we go. It's doing fine so far. Time to add a motor. Well, that didn't change it that much. Hey, check out that clear piece from before. This piece sinks, which is really weird because most LEGO parts will float, because they're made of plastic. This piece just gets weirder and weirder. Next we got the Sonic Water Speeder. Now with Sonic on my side, nothing can go wrong. And it's got this orange ball, which we'll also test in the water. There he is, the blue hedgehog himself. Sonic is so fast, let's let him build this one. And it's done. The set also came with this guy. I have no idea what this thing is. I don't actually play Sonic. It's kinda ugly though. It also came with this. It's got those gold rings Sonic loves so much, and a hot dog, nice. And this boat has a cool feature where you can put Tails in here, and then load him in this, and fire. Let's see if that feature works in the water. And inside, there's this place where Sonic can actually play Sonic. The set also came with water skis. You put them on the back of the boat, and now it can pull Sonic behind it. We'll test if he can water ski in real life. Time for Pirate Pete to take this boat. On second thoughts, maybe he can sit this one out. Time to test it. Will it float? Aw man, it's sinking. Well anyway, let's test the orange ball. Maybe it can roll across the water. Well, at least it floats. That's worth something. But don't forget Sonic's water skiing kite. Let's attach this to the back of the boat. And to make it run, I'll add the motor from before. Okay, let's see if this works. Well, it sank even worse with the extra weight. But it is moving. Sonic is just stuck under the water. This is pathetic. This boat actually works with the motor, so maybe it can pull the water ski better. Well, it's working a little better, but he is still under the water. Okay, let's try replacing the skis with this. Alright, I think it's time to accept that nothing will make this work. Next is this $110 Minecraft ship. Okay, that's cool. Now if we look in here, it has one of those Minecraft potion things. I don't know what they're called. Let's close it up, and off we go. There's Pete. I hope this one works. Now for this $150 Lego Friends boat. I had my knife ready to cut the tape, but then I realized you don't have to open Lego sets that way. You can just stab it and tear it. It's not right, but it works. I still got it open. Now let's get building. Up on top we have a rooftop party and some farming vegetables, and even a spinning record disc. And on the inside, there's a bunk bed to sleep in, a fully stocked kitchen, and a bathroom. In there, there's even a toilet. I actually think this has a really good chance of floating. The bottom is pretty solid. Even if it does sink, it's definitely the most comfortable boat. I'm hoping this one makes it. Time to let it go. Hey, it's floating. Oh no, it's slowly tipping. And there it goes. It flipped all the way around. Even the vegetables fell out. I'll add this weighted piece to stop it from tipping. If Pete wants to live in a boat, he's gonna need this thing to work. It's still sinking, and it's tipping again. Here it goes. Oh, it looks like the weighted piece is stopping the boat from flipping all the way around. See? It can't flip. Hey, you can see the inside of the boat through this window. Wait a minute, there's someone in there. Oh no, he's trapped. Now I got kind of a strange boat. This limited edition Lego van. Because technically, anything is a boat if it floats. We're gonna throw it in the water to see if it would count as a Lego boat. But first time to build it. Now it's time for Pirate Pete to sail, this boat. Okay, now for the test. Hey, wait a minute, this doesn't float, this is a car. So let's move on to this huge Technic sailboat. It's a racing sailboat and it has logos all over it. There's Emirates and Toyota. It says here all the cool features the boat has. And this is a pneumatic pump. That means the boat will power its functions with air pressure. And there's the dimensions. This thing is huge. Time to crack this open. There's the giant sail for the sailboat. We're gonna test if I can blow air into the sails to make it move. Now what is in here? Oh, it's an even bigger sail. This stuff is way too complicated, wish me luck. Okay, here's the first part. These are pneumatic tubes, which means air gets pushed through the hollow part. And there's this spinning gear which powers the air compressor. And when connected, it puts air into the tube system. And once the air is pumped, I have no idea what happens to it. Okay, I'm a little bit further in now, and it's got all kinds of moving parts. But I'm still not sure what the pump is for. And now there's a second pneumatic pump to add. So it's just getting more confusing. Okay, we're nearly done. It's time to attach the mast. This thing is so tall. I always love when a Lego set comes with these mystery boxes. I never know what's gonna be inside. What's it gonna be? It's a piece of string. Huh. And it's done. This is so cool. So I figured out what that pneumatic system does. You turn this bit, which turns the pump. And when it's charged, you pull this, which releases air pressure here and lifts up this part of the boat. That's so cool how that works. Totally worth it. Let's charge it back up before we test it in the water. The sails are made of thick material, so maybe it'll actually sail. I wonder if the water will mess with the pneumatic system. Since the system is based on air, it might not work. And in it goes. Dude, that's terrible. Okay, I'll give it another shot. And that didn't do any better at all. Last try. Well, now it's just sitting at the bottom. That is really sad. Poor Pete is underwater, he had such high hopes. Now that the entire mechanism is underwater, let's test if it still works. Oh my god, it actually worked. Let's try the other side. It worked! I can't believe it. How is it using air under there? So even though it doesn't float like a boat, the pneumatic system still works underwater. So maybe that's a success. I don't know. It's finally time for the biggest boat LEGO has ever made. The Titanic, which has 9,090 pieces. And it cost nearly $1,000. Exactly 1 cent less, actually. What am I gonna spend 1 cent on? Well, I bought it. And it's just arrived. Already, this box is insane. I cannot believe this is a real LEGO set. Now that is a lot of LEGO. We've got bag 1 all the way up to bag 12. That's a bunch of bags.
2,000 years later.
It's done, and it looks incredible. You can open it up to see the inside. It's got decorated rooms in there, and it has so many lifeboats. But not enough, apparently. It breaks over here too. Here you can see the engines. When you turn them, they pump like real engines. And it also turns the propeller. So let's get right to the test.
Okay. And it's tipping.
It floats. Oh no, it's tipping. Ah. I think it's kind of funny that the cheapest LEGO boat actually floats better than the most expensive LEGO boat ever. But it's not funny to have to fish this out of the water.